we're gonna make a delicious carrot cake with a twist. Hello my friends and most welcome to Kuhn's Kitchen. Here's the channel where we cook efficiently and try to avoid ultra-processed foods as much as possible. My name is Fanny, if you haven't seen my channel before, and this is my kitchen. And I'm a mom of 2 little boys and just trying to cook healthy food and sharing my experience as I do it. And today we're gonna make a delicious carrot cake with a twist. This carrot cake has a little nutmeg and cinnamon in it, which makes it taste like gingerbread a little bit. And we are also putting a coconut chia seed frosting and putting some flax seeds in this carrot cake to make it a little bit healthier and good for you. But it's still a treat because it has some coconut sugar, so don't overdo it in eating this cake. So, but actually today I'm gonna make it like little muffins and see how that turned out. So come along and see how this turns out. But we're gonna start with mixing the wet ingredients in a bowl. So we need 2 eggs first. I'm gonna crack them in here. 1 and 2. My baby's sleeping over there, so I'm keeping an eye on him, and I might have to put him in the carrier later on, we'll see. So we need 2 eggs, and then we need 1 cup of Greek yogurt. Usually it's supposed to be Greek yogurt, but I don't have that, so I'm just gonna use this one, whole milk regular yogurt. Right, cup of yogurt. Need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So you know about me, I kind of usually just wing it a little bit. I'm gonna try and follow my own recipe here. And we need 1 tablespoon of honey. And we also need about 1 teaspoon or a little bit more. This depends on how spicy or gingery you want these to taste, of fresh ginger. I'm gonna put a little bit more because I love the flavor of ginger, and it's also great for your immune system if you want to avoid getting sick. Then we're gonna grate also a little bit of nutmeg. We need a half a cup of coconut oil. I'm gonna melt it a little bit in the microwave so it mixes in smoothly. Pour that in as well. We also need 1 teaspoon of coconut milk. Baby's here, he woke up. So we're gonna put in a cup of, I'm using coconut cream actually, makes it even creamier. So 1 cup coconut milk. A little burp, oops. That's life. A little burp and a little breast milk puke on my shirt. Then we just mix that up. Now, in another bowl, we're gonna mix the dry ingredients, and we're gonna put 1½ cups of flour, 1½ cups of flour, half a cup of ground flaxseed, just to get some more fiber in this. Then half a cup of coconut sugar, half a cup of that. 3 teaspoons of baking soda. Then we need a tablespoon of cinnamon. Lots of cinnamon gives great flavor. And then the last thing is just a pinch of salt in this. Pop the flavors. Go. Then we just stir all of that together as well. Now that we have both our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients in different bowls, I also earlier peeled and grated like 4 large carrots, 2 cups of grated carrots. And we're gonna combine now all the ingredients in the big bowl. Just scoop that in there. Make sure you get everything. And we're gonna blend it with the carrots and the walnuts. sure everything combines. It should be a wet dough like this. Pretty quick to start together. And then we're just gonna put this in little muffin tins. Have a pan like this. And I'm gonna put a little bit of coconut oil just to make sure they don't stick in each one of these. And we're just gonna scoop these down, the dough in each one of them. It will rise a little bit, so make sure you don't put too much unless you want giant muffins. Remember, we're gonna make a nice frosting for these as well. Hello there. Let's try it out. That is so good. I love dough. Too bad you can't try it. And I have the oven on 350. So let's pop these in and see how they're doing. Pop them in the oven. Now that the muffins are in the oven, we're gonna make the frosting. So what you need is the rest of your coconut cream jar. It should be about a cup left. So just put that in a bowl. And then you're gonna put 4 tablespoons of chia seeds. So chia seeds are quite cool. They make things get thicker. So you'll see here, it's kind of like a little chai pudding on top. And I'm also going to put a little bit of lemon juice for freshness. And then you can put a sweetener of your choice, like how sweet you want this. I'm just going to use some honey because I think this is really good anyways. And then we avoid some sugar because we already put some sugar in those muffins. And then it just mixes together, and then you have to wait a little bit for this to set so we can put it on top of the muffins later on. So it looks really like this is not going to come together from the start, but you have to wait about 30 minutes to an hour. So just put it in the fridge and you'll see the chia seeds make their magic and thicken this up to a little creamy frosting. What you need to do also is to take it out a few times just to stir it. So otherwise, if you don't stir it enough, all the chia seeds can come to the bottom. It becomes like really thick at the bottom and like saucy on top. So just make sure you can leave the spoon in there and just go in and stir it a little bit after like 15 minutes. And you'll see already after 30 minutes, you'll have a thicker paste that you can put on top of the muffins. This is a great healthy alternative to those store-bought cream cheese frostings with who knows what ingredients. Okay, try that. Perfect. Now I'm just gonna put this in the fridge and I'll show you what it looks like when it's set. Now they're done and look how delicious they look. So I took them all out of the oven earlier and 25 minutes was perfect. And then, very importantly, you have to let them cool down before you put the chia seed topping on. So see, now the chia seed topping has been like an hour and it's all gooey now, so it will fit on top of the muffins. Right, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of topping on each of these. And they're gonna be good to go. So now let's give this a little taste test. I'm so excited. Look at that. That's really good. It tastes sweet, but yet healthy, and like upgraded carrot cake with a little bit of gingerbread hint. So that's a little well-deserved treat for you after you baked it yourself. Much better than buying a muffin in the store, which has preservatives and ingredients that you cannot pronounce. So a little bit of time from your side and you have a healthy-ish treat that you can enjoy. If you found this video inspirational and try to make these muffins, please give it a like. And if you want more healthy and quick recipes, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, that was it for today. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!